Three, two, one, one, two, three, two, one.
What's going on, y'all? We had another episode of the Peat Podcast. I'm Nat the GM, and that's my guy Jones. Jones in for sports. Jones, say what's up.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We got some stuff coming for y'all. We got some stuff. We got some shit to talk about. So let's get it. Let's get it. I'm going to kick it off for y'all this time. I know Nat usually kicks it off, but I'm going to kick it off for y'all because we got the new in-season tournament is kicking off. I shouldn't say kicking off. It's tipping off. I'm still in football mode, y'all. I'm sorry. It's tipping off tonight, Pacers and Celtics. But let me give y'all a little rewind of what's going on in the in-season tournament because I know a lot of people are confused about it. I was very confused about it. Still a little slightly. Actually, no, I kind of understand it now. When it first kicked off, I was getting it. I started getting it. But so basically, for those that don't understand, the in-season tournament was partially a way for the NBA was showing these teams, you know, this in-season tournament counts towards everything. It's going to make teams play more. And like the overall, my thoughts on it was that it seemed to work. Like the incentive was to push teams to work, to play all their games, especially in the beginning of the season, and not tank because there'd be penalties and things like that. So I think it worked for the most part. I don't know if it's going to be something that's going to go, that's going to last forever, if we're going to see it next year, so on and so forth. But me personally, I liked it. But basically they broke it down with, how do I say this? All right, so they broke the teams down into their own groups. So we got the West Group A, which is it's basically like the divisions, but mixed up a little bit. It's not exactly like your divisions inside the conference. It's the same thing, but just different teams. So you got the West Group A, you got West Group B, you got West Group C, and then so those are the three for the West, and then you got the East Group A, East Group B, and East Group C. But before you, all right, now that you got all the divisions down, you got all the divisions, right? In order for you to be in to make the tournament, these are regular season games. That's one. So they count towards the tournament. If you win X amount of games, I believe you had to have. Let me make sure of this. I believe it's 3 games. It's not showing it here. I had it before. But yeah, the minimum of 3 games to get in. I'm sorry. I had the whole tournament here, and I just lost it, so I apologize.
Oh, you're good. Just like break down like what you've seen with, as far as like the teams, especially the teams that are still competing, who you see winning and like what you think is done for like the NBA, what is it an addition? Is it a good plus? Is it positive? So just break that down.
Okay, so I got it now. I got it back up. But yeah, just to go off of what you said, I think it works as far as, like I said, to push the teams to actually play and to fight for something. Another reason for this tournament is those teams that normally don't have anything to play for, they have something to play for now. They can play for something. So now that you're You win these if you're in the tournament, especially if you're a bad team and you're in the tournament and you win the tournament. Now, not only did you win or you win the tournament or you're high in the tournament, but that adds on. All those wins, it's not like the playoffs. Playoffs, they don't count towards regular season. These all count. So not only did you win the tournament, but you just put yourself in a better position for the season going forward. It kind of puts you in like a launching pad, like to go up forward, you know? And yeah, so I was right. It was you had to get at least minimum 3 wins to get in. So the teams that we got right now, I'll start in the East. We got the Pacers 4-0. We got the Cavs 3-1. The 76ers, who were a great team in the normal season, but in the in-season tournament, they were 2-2 and they are out. So just for people to understand, they're like, wait, how could the 76ers be out? They're one of the best teams in the league. They're one of the best records. It's not about the records in the regular season. It is about your in-season tournament, okay? So let's make sure we got that, okay? So now, that's East Group A. Now, East Group B. You got the 4-0 Bucks, and we got my New York Knicks playing good basketball as of late, especially in the in-season tournament. Again, in-season tournament games count towards the in-season tournament, but they also count towards regular season. Regular season games do not count towards in-season games. It's a different thing. They're two different animals. Regular season games, I'm going to say this again, regular season games count towards, in-season tournament counts towards regular season games. Regular season games do not count towards in-season tournament. Make sure that's clear. I'm going to say that one more time for you, Nat, just in case you, I know you just got back, but I know you had a lot of questions with it.
Yeah.
In-season games count towards regular season. Regular season does not count towards in-season tournament.
Okay.
Got to make sure that's clear. So,
okay.
Because a lot of people were confused on, hold up, you got the 76ers, who's a great team, but they're not in the tournament, but they have one of the best. They lost their in-season games. You got to win those games. You win those games, you have a better shot of being in the tournament. So that's a lot where people were confused. So you got the East Group B, Bucks and the Nuggets. And it's only 2 from each stage. I forgot to mention that too. Only the top 2 teams in each group will advance to the actual tournament in Vegas.
Okay.
So now we got East Group C, the last group in the East. You got the Celtics and you got the Magic. Now, the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets also have a 3-1 record, tied with the Celtics and the Magic. But because they did play each other in those in-season tournaments, better records and things like that is why Celtics and Magic have got the tiebreaker and why they are 1-2. Then you got West. I'm going to go through this one quick. Lakers 4-0, Suns 3-1. They are in. Pelicans, Rockets, they are in. And last but not least, the Kings and the Timberwolves are in. Again, 3 or more wins. So tonight it kicks off with the Celtics and the Pacers.
Yep.
The win, and another big thing for people to recognize, this is a 1-game elimination, guys. 1-game elimination, not like a normal NBA tournament where it is a 7-game series. This is not that. This is one, win it or go home. So every game is game 7.
So tonight we got Boston versus Indiana at 7:30 Eastern time, and New Orleans versus Sacramento at 10 p.m.
Yep.
All right, so these are good matchups because these are Boston and Indiana, they're like top 2 or 3. I'll say top 3 for offense. They both score very well. Very good offenses. Boston, an elite defensive team. Indiana's bottom half of the league. Which is a little interesting, which might play into tonight. Then you have New Orleans versus Sacramento. A lot of people are picking New Orleans to win on Sacramento's home floor. And so we'll get into that one. What do you think of Boston versus Indiana? Give me a couple players to highlight and who you think is going to take this game.
Give me the Celtics. They have been playing great basketball as of late, and the key to it is defense. Like she said earlier, Pacers are the bottom half of it. They are one of the top high scoring. If I'm not mistaken, they might be number one in scoring in the league right now.
I'll check.
So they can put the ball in the basket, but they can't stop the other team from doing that. And we know the Celtics have the players to do that. Players to watch out for. Celtics, they are a team they're going to give you a collective group effort. So with the Celtics, I'm going with the whole collective Celtics group. This is going to be a team dominant thing. This is not going to be a Brown and Tatum takeover game. I don't see that. And they haven't been playing they're getting their numbers as they should, but it's a team collective win, and that's why they're so dominant right now. For Indiana, it all depends on Halliburton. When he's on fire, and he's not on, because we already know he can pass the ball and he can put the ball in the bucket. But with him, he's got to have all of it. He's got to have both. If he doesn't have both, the chances of them winning are very, very slim. So I'm putting the key on him to win. In order for the Pacers to possibly win this game, he has to score the bucket efficiently from the three, because we know when he hitting that three, he's unstoppable. And then when he's dishing and other guys are hitting, that team is, like I said, number one in scoring in the entire league. So I think he's going to be the key, and the role players are going to have to step up. But overall, I don't think Pacers are that good of a team, but they have their moments. They got some talent on the team. So, but give me the Celtics on that one.
Celtics by how many?
I'm gonna go Celtics by 15 plus. I think y'all gonna smack them.
I'll say Celtics by 7 or 8. I'll even give you 8 points. I take into account Indiana is at home. They're great.
Yeah, they are the number 2
offensive team. They can score. Halliburton is a hell of a player. He's a guy that's, I think everyone saw it the past few years, and then this year he's really put it together. He can get you 20 plus, 25, 11, 12 assists, get you some rebounds, but the way he impacts the game and winning is something to really note here. I love Halliburton. I really like what this Indiana team is doing. If they can find a way to work on their defense, at least be top 15,
they could be a scary team.
Yeah, they can be a scary team. They remind me of Sacramento. They'd be like the Sacramento of the East. So that's kind of how I look at them. And so, this year, hell, the way that they're going, they might make it into the playoffs. They might be a 7th seed, or a 6th seed. Just the way they're playing. They're 10-8 right now. So yeah, they've dropped some games, but they're moving. I think Tatum being tossed out his last game. Bullshit, might I add. I think he comes out a little chippy. I think he comes out bullying guys. I'm not sure if it'll equate to like 35 points or something like that. I think that Tatum will probably get about 25 plus. I see 28 points.
Yeah, I was going 27.
Yeah, but he'll get like a good 20, like a 28, 9, and like 6 or something like that, or 5, something like that. But he'll have a hell of a game. I want to see Boston's bench, what they do, today. I want to see how Boston's bench responds. They play pretty well at home. Hauser has just been a guy that everybody overlooked, including us Celtics fans have overlooked. Didn't know that he was going to be playing meaningful minutes. Not only is he playing meaningful minutes, he's defending.
Yeah.
He's defending. He's scoring the ball. He's efficient as hell from three. He's shooting over 40% from the 3-point line. That is a guy that you can go to off your bench. Like, it's a guy that you can depend on, and Pritchard is coming on as of late. The last 2 weeks, Pritchard has been scoring very well, and he hasn't been holding the ball as much. He's just been letting it go. He's been shooting, and that's nice to see. Cornette has played very good. What I like about Cornette, when you put him out there, he knows how to use his size. He knows who the hell he is. He's not going to do too much, and he doesn't do too little. He does exactly what his skill set is. I'm bigger than you. Give me the ball around the basket. I'm going to finish it,
Right.
He rebounds, and he sets good picks. This team has come on, and I really like it. I have Boston, and I have them by about 8 points. The lower end, I'll say about 6 or 7, but that's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be a fun offensive game. I think it'll be high in like the 120s, and it'll be like a 127 to a 120 kind of game, and that's going to be a fun game to watch.
So I want to agree with you on the high scoring, but I just have a feeling that Celtics is going to put the clamps on them today, because I feel like the Celtics are smart enough to know we stop Halliburton, we good. We get him in a rough spot. The rest of those guys, they follow him. He's the leader. So if the Celtics make it rough for him, I think it's just going to be a domino effect for the rest of the team after that. That's why I got them winning big.
I'm not mad at it. I got to be, a little modest. I got to be,
She wanted to say what I just said.
She
wanted to say blow them out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that. I got to show love. There are other good teams in this league, and, they're doing well. And, Indiana is one of them. So there you go. I mean, Indiana is number 6 in the league right now, in the Eastern Conference. So if the playoffs were to happen today, these guys are in the playoffs. They would be facing Milwaukee.
Yep.
Let's talk about that. If today were the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Milwaukee will win, right? Mm-hmm. I ain't trying to say they're going to win, because last year, we thought they was going to win the first round. They didn't. But Indiana, the problem with Milwaukee, they're a decent offense. They're pretty good. Indiana's a better offense, and Milwaukee can't stop nobody.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
That's a problem. For the Bucks, they really got to fix that defensive end. Like, that's going to be huge towards the end of the season if they don't have that fixed by then.
Yeah, I think that's kind of interesting.
I'm hoping right now that they're just trying to find their self, and it looks like they are as of now. They're Bucks and Giannis and Dame, and that team is starting to click as far as on offense, which hopefully that's just what their focus is right now. All right, make sure that we got this down packed, and then later on the season we get the defensive side down packed. I'm praying that's just what they're doing, because if this is what they're gonna be going out with the rest of the year, then they in trouble. They are in trouble, and I gotta be honest.
That is real. Just had to derail it a little bit. I was like,
Y'all see what she's doing, right? She's being slick. She's not slick. I see it. I see what you're doing.
I'm just looking. I'm like, hey, I just asked because it could be the matchup. Who knows? Let's talk about this New Orleans team. They are now 11-10. And Zion has been coming on as of late. So what do you see? CJ McCollum is back. You got Brandon Ingram. Herb Jones is back. So they're getting their guys back. They look like they're getting healthy. And we know when this team is healthy, they are scary, So what do you think, and what have you seen, from the New Orleans Pelicans?
I like this team because they're one of those teams that, like, they're feisty. They got grit. And it's not just from Zion. Like, we know what Zion represents. He's the big bad bully in there. But it's like that attitude carries on to the rest of the team. Like, Ingram, he ain't that big. He's a scrawny ass. He's tall, but he's a
Yeah.
scrawny ass dude. But that boy don't play like he's scrawny. Like that team they play like they some boys. Like, and that's what I like about them. Yeah, their record right now doesn't say that they're a good team, but I think, like you said, they're getting healthy. They're trying to get everybody back on the court all at once. And once all that happens consistently, I think this team will start trending in the right direction. They're not saying that they're trending in the wrong direction right now. It's still early, and they're still finding some wins in games that I didn't expect them to win. But I think this is a team that's going to slowly but surely find their way, and they're going to be definitely, in my opinion, going to be one of the top 6 teams in the West.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping that they stay healthy. You know, Zion Williamson is right now averaging about 24 points. You know, and we know he's like he's a guy that can bully his way, you know, in these games and win a lot of games. You know, with New Orleans. The health is the biggest thing with New Orleans. They have to be healthy. If they are not healthy, this does not work, you know, and they're putting a lot of stock. Yeah, right. It's an injury-prone team. It is like, I hate to say that. I really hate saying that, you know, because I always go in like, you know, to the season. I'm like, everybody's gonna be healthy, you know, and I just put that in the world. I put that in the atmosphere.
Right.
Like, we're gonna see these guys play, and something happens, you know, when CJ McCollum's out. I think he had a collapsed lung. Jesus Christ. Welcome back, CJ McCollum. That's nothing to play with, you know.
Right.
Amazing that you know he's back. What I love about this team is if you look at it, I'm looking at the leading scorers. Zion, 24 points, and Brandon Ingram is right behind. Actually, they're both at about 24 points. That's really good for your top 2 guys. And then CJ McCollum is a little bit like below that, but that's really good, you know, for this team. They're really good defensively. They're getting their guys back that are just hell of defenders. And Herb Jones, you know, you got Jose Alvarado on that team. They got some pieces off that bench, you know. I think they're learning better how to play with Jose Valanciunas. They're learning how to play with him better. Because before it was like Zion was healthy enough to play, they would really play through him, through Jay. He comes back, he gets a little bit forgotten. They forgot how to use him. Now Zion and JV are learning how to play together, which is a really good sign, you know, for this team. So I like what they're doing, but on the other side of the team that they're playing tonight, I just can't believe that New Orleans is going to go into Sacramento, light the beam, as they say, and beat them. I can't do that. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 30 points, people.
Whoo, my boy's back.
He's averaging 30, you know. He's at home. He's playing really well. He's getting himself back to where he was last year. You know, like I just can't go in and see that because now he's averaging 30. DeMontis is averaging about 19. You know, then Malik Monk is a killer off that bench. You know, Harrison Barnes with his threes, and he's pretty good defense. Keegan Murray, pretty good defense, hell of a 3-point shooter.
Yep.
They got a squad.
They do.
And Herter is actually doing better too. So I really like this Sacramento team. That's one team that I just love to watch. So
absolutely.
How you see this going tonight though? Like who you see like the 2 guys? Give me 2 guys on each squad that you see are gonna like really like I don't know, man. Like the score, like what do you think the stats are gonna be with these 2 guys on both teams? And what is the score at the end?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my winner first, Kings, like you said, because I don't just see it any way Pelicans can win this the way that the Kings have been going. My 2 guys for the Kings that are gonna light it up tonight, Fox, obviously, 1. You know what? No, I can't go that way. I can't go that way. I have too much respect for Valanciunas. Um, Give me either. I want to say Malik or give me a sneak Herder. One of those, or damn, Keegan. See, that's the thing with this Kings team.
Mm-hmm.
Any given night, one of these guys can just light it the fuck up, along with Fox, because it's usually Fox and one other guy. You know, Sabonis, he gonna do what he do, his casual, 18 and 12. You know, he gonna give you that regular. But when De'Aaron Fox is giving you his 30 plus, and then you got someone else like Malik or Keegan or Herder lighting it up from three like they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk. Honestly, those are the two that I think is gonna kill it tonight.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not gonna say Sabonis right now is because Sabonis, for me, like, you can play through him, and that's how to best utilize him. Like, he's good at the assists, like he's good at getting people involved and passing.
Like a Draymond.
Yeah, he's very good, you know, like that. And he's good around the basket. You know, he's starting to take, you know, that little three-point shot. He was 1 of 3 the last game, you know, so he's starting to shoot that shot. He has to shoot that shot. Sabonis has to shoot 35%, you know, from 3. It's below league average. It does not matter. He has to shoot it. You know, it makes the team better. Mm-hmm. You know, but he's a guy that's going to give you a shit ton of rebounds, and he's going to give you about 15 to 18 to 9 or 19 points. I'll say, you know, at most 19 because he adds his average. You know? But Malik Monk, when he comes off the bench, I think he's even more comfortable in his role this year.
I love him.
When he comes off the bench, he is fire. When he comes off the bench, he does not stop. You know, he's good defensively. He's everywhere defensively, and he scores all very well. Last game, he had 26 points off the bench. He had 26, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 turnovers. Don't give a shit about those turnovers. When you are a ball-dominant guard or player, you're going to turn the ball over. It's going to happen.
Exactly. That's a part of it.
It just is what it is. You're trying to make something happen. You don't need to average 7 turnovers, but if you average a few turnovers, it is what it is. When you're trying to do something and create, you're going to turn the ball over, people. It just is what it is. But that's off the bench, 26 points. We get that, right? 26 points. So I think, again, because he's on a roll, and I think 2 days later, he's going to be on a roll again, and he's going to get 20 points. I think he's going to be at 20 points at least.
Yeah.
You know, I think Fox is going to go over 30. You know, I think Keegan Murray is going to have about 9 to 10 points. He just needs to hit the shots that when it hits his hand. Now, the last game, he did not shoot well. He was 3 of 10, and he was 2 of 5 from 3. But this guy, we know, can shoot the 3. You know, so I see him getting about 10 points. Harrison Barnes is sneaky. I see him getting about 12 points. Herder, he's having a great season. He's turned it around. You know, he's 4 of 6 from 3 last game, 6 of 10 from the field, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. That, you know, and the steal and the block is important.
Absolutely.
So he's getting after it. He's doing something, and he's being active. So I like this team. I think Lyles is coming off the bench, giving me something. JaVale McGee, 11 minutes, 8 points, 4 rebounds. And he had 3 blocks.
Love him.
You know, I like this team. They just beat Denver the other night.
Yeah. Yep. I watched that game. Woo!
And this is the game where Joker had a triple-double, 36, 13, and 14. You have Reggie Jackson with 20 points, 8 assists. Aaron Gordon, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Michael Porter, 13 and 8. And then Caldwell Pope, 9, 5, and 3. You know, Christian Braun, he's had 11, 3, and 2. And they beat Denver. You know, who knows if Jamal Murray plays? If this is a different story, that's not our business. He wasn't there. Right. You know, but this Sacramento team, like, they're playing well. You know, it's going to be a hell of a game. First of all, I can't just say New Orleans is going to walk in to Sacramento and beat them. I can't say it. I'm not going to say it.
In that stadium? Are you kidding me?
that place is
they're
hype.
electric.
They're electric. They support their team. They support their guys. I love Sacramento tonight. I really do. I'm gonna take them. Like I said, I think this might have an opportunity to go in the 130s. To be honest with you.
Yes.
This will be like a 138, 132, 133 kind of night.
I'm with you.
And that's cool.
100%.
That's what I see. Now, looking ahead, tomorrow.
So before we go, okay, no, go ahead. No, you're right.
You got it?
Yep, go ahead.
Tomorrow, your team. So the Knicks versus the Bucks.
So I want to say I'll say I am going to say I'm going to give my team a shot. I'm going to give my team a shot because we have been playing well. We've been playing better basketball than we did to start.
You're 12-7.
12-7. Can't ask for anything better. We're playing much better than we did to start the season. We're playing team basketball. We're doing what we need to do. Jalen, and my God, I maybe we needed to talk shit to you. Maybe we needed to talk shit to my boy Randall. Because right after that, he started lighting up.
I ain't talking shit about Randall. Randall, I got you. I ain't talking shit about you.
Nah, Nat, keep talking shit about him because you lit a fire under his ass. And he was like, you was his only fan in the whole world. You was his only fan. And you got on his ass. And he was like, damn, well, I lost my only fan. I got to start playing basketball again. God damn. So, Nat, if that's what we need, Randall, if I got to sick Nat on your ass again, I will.
Yeah.
I will. But right now, you're playing good basketball, my boy. You're playing good. You're not playing stupid basketball like you were before. Like you were just mad at the whole goddamn world. You're trying to play like you Zion and shit. You're not Zion. You are a big dude, but you ain't Zion, bro. So slow it down. Slow it down. You got other guys on that squad. Come on, man. You got a team. I think he was so used to that fucking just taking over. Nah, you ain't got to do that no more. He letting everybody play their role. And that's what I'm loving about this basketball team right now. But I'm one of those fans that I don't know what it is about me personally. I guess it's just all the pain that I've gone through over the years. I can't get so hyped up for them. I'm hot. I can clap and all that for the wins. But when you look at the rest of those teams that are in the East, like your Celtics, like the team we're going up against tonight in the Bucks, like the 76ers, I can't put us in that conversation yet. Yes, we're playing.
You got one thing though, Jones. See, I ain't gonna let you down yourself like that. What you got? One thing that
What we got?
I have y'all winning tomorrow. First of all, let me start there. I have y'all winning.
Okay.
Who the fuck are the Milwaukee Bucks beating? Who they stopping? They're not stopping anybody. They can't stop a fucking pole. These poles already stopped. Like they can't defend.
What's their record in the tournament? I didn't even check that.
But look at this though. This is my thing, right? I hear you. I really fucking do. I get it. I get it. We gotta be honest though. This fucking team is in the bottom half of the league defensively as well.
Yeah.
Right? You have a better chance of putting together good defensive stops than they do.
That's true.
Your bench is better.
Yes. That's true.
I'm still mad at y'all a little bit because the way y'all use Josh Hart, I'm still mad. Like I think it's getting it was a little bit better than like it was 17-8 last game. Yeah. The dude can score. What I don't like is when y'all put him in, you always want him to look off and pass off to somebody else when he can play some bully ball too as a guard. Exactly. He's a Swiss Army knife. You're not using him as such. No. You know, that's something that does bother me about the squad or whatever. But I'm hoping that, that last game now he's taking some shots. DiVincenzo taking some shots quickly. You have three players on this bit, four actually. DiVincenzo, Hart, quickly, and Hartenstein. All four of those guys are better than any shit on that DMO. It's better. It's a better. They can say Bobby Portis. What the fuck does that do for me? That's one person.
Right.
They haven't been unstoppable. So why not have some confidence? They haven't been unstoppable. They haven't defended well. And then they're not going to stop another dynamic guard. Brunson, if he just literally says in his head, I'm going up after Dame, I'm going after you, who the hell is going to stop him?
Yeah, that's true.
I like your team. I'm going to keep saying this. I hate your coach. Love your team, hate your coach. Because I think your problem is actually your coach. I just, Randall almost had a triple-double, 20, 10, and 9, and he only had 2 turnovers. I love this dude, man. I'm going to keep saying it, man. Julius Randle, man, I just got a lot of love for him. I love his game.
He just drenched his ass. God damn it.
I'm sorry. I love this dude. I really do. Like, he's... For what I keep saying is for what he does, at that 4 position, a lot of guys can't do that. He can get you 20 and 10. Every power forward can't get you that.
That's true.
It's just not the case. A lot of people have these power forwards that are playing right now. You'd be lucky if they get you 12, 13 points, maybe 14. He can get you a solid 20 and a solid 10. And he can get you some assists with that. That's what I love about Julius.
He's definitely been solid.
He has, and I struggle. Like, I'm always going to struggle with Thibodeau because I don't think that's the coach for y'all. I think y'all have a fun-ass team, and if done right, coached right, you can scare the shit out of somebody, potentially beating them. The coaching just has to be on point, and there's some sacrifices that have to be made. Josh Hart has got to be able to score more, and be able to have the ball in his hands more where he can create. He's like I said, he's a Swiss Army knife. Every other been on every other team. There's a reason why other teams want him. And it's because he could do it all. He's one of my favorite players. I kid you, that's not a star to watch. He's one of my favorite guys. I will follow him anywhere. There's a few of them I have, like Malcolm Brogdon. Josh Hart. There's just some guys that every time I look at the team, I care about where they go or whatever. I try to play. There's just a few of them. And Julius Randle's another one, not a star, superstar, whatever, but like a really good player that you just like watching, you got 2 of them on your team for me, that's why I think I like y'all so damn much. You got 2 of them. So
I think you picking them just because we got 2 of them on our team. That's probably
you got 2 dudes I respect like crazy on your team. It's a respect. It is respect. I've watched these guys for a long time and to understand who they are, and enough to know Josh Hart can give you more. And your bench you have a great fucking bench. I'm not even gonna lie, I love your bench. So
it is a solid.
It's a solid bench. It's a bench that I would love to have.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a bench I would love to have, but I have you guys actually winning because I think that Brunson is going to go off tomorrow, and I think that Quickly is going to go off tomorrow. Those 2 guys, I think, are going to go off, and I think Julius Randle is going to have a hell of a game too. I think that he might struggle maybe in the beginning or whatever, but I think that as he gets his footing in the game, I see Julius Randle having like a 24, 12 and 6 kind of night, and I think Brunson can go off for 30.
If we get, like you were saying, if we can get that type of performance from both, from Randle, Brunson doing what he do, and who else you just mentioned?
Oh, Quickly,
if we can get that, like if the stars are coming out, I'll give us, because I do give a shot. Like when I looked at this game, I was like, damn, we got the fucking Bucks. God damn it. But then I was like, we could beat them. We can beat them. But at the same time, it's like, can we fucking stop? Yeah, like we do, like you said, we got better defense. We definitely got way better defense than they do. But it's just like some And you know what? Now the more I look at it, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it because we do play good against the Bucks anytime we see them. We play good against them. Now this is obviously a good team this year, a new team this year with a new addition. But even before they got game, we always played good against the Bucks. So I definitely give the Knicks credit there. God damn.
You need to talk to me. That's all. You just talk to me. I'll be like, listen, I got confidence in y'all.
You got me back in there. God damn. Hold on.
I'm telling you.
She done did it, y'all. She got me back on the line.
That's right.
She got me back. Let's go, Knickerbockers.
Shout out to New York.
Oh, let's go.
You know, like I think that y'all can win this game because you just have a better bench, and I think that you can provide a better punch when you need a change of pace. I don't think they can do that, So therefore,
yeah, they're top heavy as hell.
They're top heavy, and you guys, you have a good balance. Are you a championship team? No, you're not. You're not a championship team. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about if you can win games.
And it's a one-game elimination, too. So that's
one game.
That's important.
I think y'all got it. I think y'all got it tomorrow.
Okay, I needed that, Nat. I needed that. I'm feeling good now.
I got you. But we gotta switch gears. So we gotta shoot out to the West again for tomorrow. Ooh. Phoenix versus the Lakers.
No.
So
no, I was go ahead.
Phoenix versus the Lakers. Now, they both have championship aspirations. I don't think that the Lakers have a shot in hell at a championship. I don't see it. No, I don't.
Wait. This championship or the NBA championship? Which one are you talking about?
They can win the end season. I'm talking about the
okay.
The regular championship, the one we used to. I don't think they have a shot in hell. I don't.
I agree with you. I ain't gonna lie. Not right now, but we getting healthy. Hold up, we getting healthy. We ain't got everybody. Come on, Nat. Vanderbilt just played.
We've been missing a lot of guys off and on. We haven't had Porzingis. There was a couple games where we didn't have Drew Holiday. Oh, and then we didn't have Derek White.
Come on, Nat. Those
Tatum
like that.
Kicked out of games.
Just made me feel good. Now you're bringing me back down. God damn, Nat.
And then here we are, and they're still winning games. It's interesting, isn't it? Oh, and then our bench. We have no names on that bench. We got guys that everybody was like, who are they? What are those? Everybody's like, what?
Including yourself.
Even me. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, this is what we rolling into the season with, and then here we go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we waiting for who in LA? Who we waiting for? Like, because the main guys have been there.
Everybody.
You need help. That's what happened. The Lakers need too much help.
You need everybody.
You know what? Y'all don't want to admit something. Bron he's too tired to be a one again. Anthony Davis can't be a one because he's not consistent enough. So now you need other guys. You need something else. And it's like, you can't depend on role players to get you over the fucking hump. You just can't. I'm really waiting on Rui and Vando. That's who we waiting on to so you could just really start winning games. Think about that shit. Think about that. This is what people are saying. Once we get Vando back, we are going to go on a run. Vando.
And Gabe Vincent.
Let's give Max Christie some minutes.
Yeah, give Max
Christie go on a run.
At this point, give us all anybody. God damn it, put somebody in there because shit.
But this is what we're waiting on.
Man, I hate to keep going back to this, but this is what happens when your best player or supposed to be best player isn't your best player. We got to rely on fucking guys getting healthy to give us something. Because that's what's been going on the past 2 weeks for me as a Laker fan. It's been, all right, well, AD ain't going to give us what we need tonight.
The Laker fan with his Knicks hat on.
Well, Knicks fan rooting for the Lakers because of Bron. Let's put it that way. It's pathetic, man. And you're right. The Lakers ain't winning shit this year. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. This team don't look nothing like the team we saw in the playoffs or the team that was coming out of the All-Star break. Don't look nothing like it. Mm-hmm. And it got pretty much the same goddamn players. I mean, I don't get it. You're asking a man that is 39 years old and you're 21 with just past the most minutes in NBA history to still carry the load, and he can't do that no more. He just can't. If he could, he would, but he can't. He just can't do it anymore. But he's still playing good basketball, which is even more reason for why it makes no fucking sense that the Lakers are where they are right now. You got a man that is 39 years old as shit, tired as shit, all them goddamn minutes he got on him, but he's still giving you great basketball, and y'all are wasting it. AD, I'm talking to you directly.
Oh, shit.
You directly because, bruh, yeah, all right, you leading the league in blocks. Cool. You're supposed to fucking do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to do that. You're doing good on defense, but you're supposed to do that. But you know what else you're supposed to do? Play offense. You're not just a defensive player, AD. We didn't get you for just defense. We got you because you are a generational talent. Mm-hmm. You could be top 10, top 5 in the league if you played at your best. Because we've seen it. We've seen it. But this is what we going to get. So we asking Rui and AR-15 and all these other motherfuckers to come make up for what AD's lacking. And it is a goddamn shame, and I am sick to my goddamn stuff. Sick.
Listen, I like what y'all like. I like the Lakers. I do. But I live in a land of reality. And I know better than to think that when a role player gets back, we're going to start winning games. I know better. You know, like it's up to Bron, AD, Reeves got to play better, you know, because he's supposed to be your third guy.
You got paid, my boy.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to, you know, I don't know I do know what's going on, Reeves. When you overrate somebody, you know, and you just think that, you know, they're better than what they are, you know, you get stuck in situations like that. I'm not shocked at all by why, you know, he's not the guy or he's not, you know, continuing from last year. Last year, people got hip to what you were doing. Excuse me. From last year, people got hip to what you were doing. So now this year, they're like, nah, it's just not working no more.
Yep.
You know, that's kind of what happens in the league when you get established.
Yeah, they catch up on your ass. Yep.
They catch up on you. And then it sees, okay, now you see how are you? What can you actually do?
Exactly.
You know?
This is when you really stand out. When everybody know about you now and you still balling, now you one of them. Now 100%. You one of them ones. But right now you ain't one of them ones because you ain't doing what you did last year.
100%. So when it comes to this game tomorrow, then you got to look at on the other side with Phoenix. So Phoenix, what do they come in as? Phoenix is coming in 12-8, solid. They're 8-2 the last 10, which is pretty good.
Yep.
The Lakers are 12-9, 6-4 the last 10. So, okay, they're like kind of like neck and neck a little bit. Phoenix hasn't been healthy. You want to talk about a team that hasn't been healthy? Let's talk about Phoenix. Their record looks the way that it should. Trying to figure it out. You know, Beal has not played a lot. You know, Booker has missed games. KD is, you know, he's missed games. And they're 12-8. This makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, but this is going to be a fun game. This is actually my favorite game tomorrow. Phoenix and the Lakers. Who wins by how much? Give me guys your X factors in this game. I think this one calls for some X factors.
This is so this one I'm like this with it because we match up well with them. The 2 times that we played them, we matched up well. Obviously, they weren't fully healthy, but we beat them the first 2 times that we played them. They did have KD and Book in those games. Beal wasn't in them, but played good in those games. For some reason, the Lakers play good in these tournament games. I don't know what it is that they're so hyped about this end season tournament shit, but they for some reason get up for these games. So that's partial of the reason why I'm giving the Lakers a chance in this game. But then again, the Suns, they play to their potential, and then they also come down to I don't want to say come down to earth because their potential is down to earth. They play below their potential, I should say, at moments, and that can get in the way. But also in the season tournament, they've been playing well as well. So this one, I'm going with the Suns. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Lakers, but I do not. The way the Suns have been playing as of late, and the way the Lakers have been playing as of late, that is the reason why I'm going with the Suns. Suns have been on a hotter streak as of late. Lakers have been up and down, up and down, up and down. I can't stand that inconsistency shit. So KD's been lighting them up, averaging over 30, I believe, this year. Booker's doing what he do. What's my guy's name? I gotta click on it. But no, the Suns are looking good. I think when they get healthy, fully healthy, they're really gonna be a problem. And I think another reason why the league is in trouble is because when those 3 get healthy, fully healthy, right now they're not healthy, but you got those younger guys coming up and getting more minutes right now than they're gonna get when you get all 3. So they're getting these valuable minutes right now. They're not playing all that great, but they're starting to climb. They're starting to climb. And if they all at the same time, man. And these are no big names. These are not. I mean, Eric Gordon. We know who Eric Gordon is, but he's old. What's his name? I can't pronounce his name. Okogie? How you say his name? Okogie. You got Okogie. You got Goodwin. I like Goodwin. I like Damon Lee. I like Grayson Allen. I ain't gonna lie. I used to hate Grayson Allen because he went to Duke. I'm a UNC fan. Dirty ass little motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what he was doing he was with the Bucks last year, correct?
Grayson Allen?
No. Was it Memphis, I mean?
Yes.
Who was it? Memphis, right?
Memphis, yeah.
Memphis, right. As the last 2 years or so, I've been liking what I've been seeing out of him. He's been playing mature basketball. He ain't kicking everybody in the nuts anymore, but he's actually balling. He can give you valuable minutes. So I like what I'm seeing from this Suns team. I think they can be a serious threat. I think the game is going to be close tonight. Give me Book and KD, obviously, to be the front runners in there as the X factor. Let me see who's going to be the X factor for them today in the matchup against the Lakers. It's going to be a bench player. It's going to give me Allen. Fuck it, give me Allen. It's going to be a bench player. Somebody on the bench is going to light our goddamn bench.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all because I got the Suns winning as well tomorrow. Booker, I like a point. I call him point guard Booker. I gotta keep saying that point guard Booker, point guard Booker. I like him. I don't see anybody really that's going to stop him. I want to see if they're going to put Vando or somebody like that on him.
Probably. Or KD or him, one of the two.
Yeah, see what he's going to do. I think that KD is going to have about 27 points. I think Booker's going to have 30. I think that Nurkic is going to have 10-10. And Grayson Allen, I think it's going to be a game where he has about 8 to 10 points. You start to add it up, and I think that they're just going to, I think they're just going to do their thing tomorrow. So I'm going to say that I like the Suns, and I'm going to say I like them by about 7 points. I think this is a game that it goes in the 120s, and I say it's going to be about maybe 129 to like 122.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 120. I'll go 120 Suns, 115 the Lakers.
I
think Nurkic is going to give AD work. And the reason why I say that, and I know people are like, what? Why would you say that? That's AD. Mm-hmm. I've seen it before. And it pisses me the hell off. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. Because I've seen Nurkic give AD work, and it makes no sense at all.
I got to show some love to Nurkic, because I see other people are not going to do it. He's playing some really good basketball, hell of a basketball player. I've watched him since his Portland days and his Denver
loved
days.
Him in Portland. Yeah,
I remember when he played in Portland, Denver, and Joker played in Denver, and he was better than Joker at a time. And nobody remembers that because you're afraid to say it. I remember this. It was like he was helping Joker come on, but Nurkic had it. Immediately. Then he gets shipped to Portland, and he has a good career over there. Riddled with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he is a hell of a center. He doesn't complain. He goes for the boards, he goes for the blocks, he moves his body. A really good teammate. Never heard anything bad about him. Shout out to Nurkic, man. He's another guy that when I say I like those guys are not stars, and I like to watch. He's one of those. He's on my list.
He's one of those for me.
Yeah, I watch him everywhere he goes, and I really like how he's playing this year. So shout out to Nurkic and the Phoenix Suns. I really like what the Phoenix Suns have. If they can get fully healthy, this is a team that's going to annoy the shit out of the Western Conference because you think you stopped Booker. Let's say Booker is just having one of those off games where he's got like 23 points, but it's not efficient going into the fourth or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then you got to worry about Kevin Durant, and you better hope he's off. But then you got to make sure that Nurkic is not on the boards and getting his putbacks and his offensive rebounds. Then you got Bradley Beal isn't in the game, and he doesn't have it going for 25 plus on an efficient night, or in the series. If they're healthy, it's too much.
Too much.
And they seem to understand it's one ball. And people keep banking that they don't know that. And what it looks like is that they know that. And they're playing like it. So I'm curious to see how this is going to unfold, as time goes on. But I got Phoenix tomorrow. So, yeah. Who is going to win the in-season tournament?
So I first had the Lakers because the way they've been playing in the in-season regular season tournament. They've been playing, like I said, they just get up for those games. But now that it's all crunched down and we only got who we got left, my mind has changed numerous times on this.
It's okay.
Give me the Suns, man. You know what? Let me make sure I got this correct. Hold on. Nope, I'm changing it. Give me the Kings. Give me the Kings, baby. Kings. They match up. I think they can, with basically what you said earlier when we were speaking about them. They got dogs that can light it up, and they play defense even with a high scoring team that they are. They can play defense as well. So I love that for them. Not too many injury prone players on that team. They got defense, they got rebounders, they got a star in Monk. I'm not Monk. Fox. You got a 6-man like Monk. I'm going with the Kings. They one of my favorite teams in the league right now, and I knew that soon as Fox got back together, Fox got healthy, and they started clicking, that they would leave off right where they left off from last season, because they were one of the electric teams last season. People might have forgot that, and they right back at it this year. So give me the Kings. I like the Kings.
I like that pick, and I'm gonna roll with you. I like the Kings too. I think that
let's go.
They've come on, as of late. De'Aaron Fox being back. I love Malik Monk off the bench, man. That's a starter. That's a starter.
Yes.
Like that dude coming off the bench and doing it proudly, and being so positive about it because he knows it. That's his bench. He knows, like, I lead this shit. So he's
come a long way too.
Yes, he has
come a long way.
But he's also one of those guys, though. You don't give up on him. But you can see that. You don't give up on somebody like Malik Monk because you can see he has it. He's got it. Yep. I really like Malik Monk, man. I love this Sacramento team. I will say that they are a piece away from really contending. I don't think they can do it just yet. There's a piece that's missing.
I agree.
Someone's got to turn into a superstar.
I agree.
Someone's got to turn into a superstar or make their way there that is a superstar. It's almost like if like a guy like, I don't know, a Kawhi Leonard has to go into a new team, and then I'm looking at Sacramento, hint, hint, and I'm like, that's enough right there.
Beautiful.
A healthy Kawhi Leonard.
Mm-hmm. He don't even got to do much. Healthy
Kawhi Leonard, you give up a couple pieces, like a Harrison Barnes and another piece or whatever. That's a problem for the West.
Ooh. Is it? And they young? Forget about it. And they young?
See what I mean? So that's how I see it. Next week, Jones, let's do this now. I want to know, okay, do you have it in you to do a top 25 list currently?
Ooh,
and we do a separate list, and then we talk about it.
Okay, so break that down for me again. So we're going to do a top 25 of this season, or
this season.
Players this season. Okay. And then what else?
And we're going to compare it. Like mine's going to look different than yours. Yours will look different from mine, but let's talk about it. Top 25 thus far. So next week we'll be on the December 11th up to December 11th, the top 25 NBA players.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, this is going to be a good one next week. Ooh.
Let me ask you this. Let's give a sneak preview. Who's number one?
Damn. Fuck.
He spelled Joker wrong, y'all. Oh. He spelled Joker wrong. See, he didn't understand what I just asked him because number one is Joker. Who's better than Joker?
I was gonna go with Embiid, man. I like how Embiid's playing right now. My boy leading in points and field goal percentage. My boy doing his thing.
Yeah, tell him to beat Boston.
I'll give you that. Yeah, since that first time that they got y'all been slapping their ass since then.
He can't do it, and he won't.
I'll give you that.
He can't do it, and he won't do it. He just can't. But I like that.
I wish they was in this tournament. Damn it! I wish they was in this tournament just to see a little sneak peek.
They just can't get right, can they? They just can't. But see right there, you have the Embiid. I got Joker. It's already starting off different. That's the first person off the list right there.
Oh yeah, so our list gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. So next week, top 25 list, my list, Jones' list, and we'll see y'all next week, y'all. So, but Jones, listen, next week, right? When it comes to this list, right? You better not have no crazy shit like Brunson top 5. Because if I see Brunson, I'm going to stop the show. The show is done. I
will tell you right now, Brunson will not be in the top 5.
You sure?
He will not. Yeah, I'm sure. He will not be in the top 5.
Yo, I'm Nat the GM. That's my guy Jones. Jones is for sports.
Yes,
Y'all know at this
sir.
time where y'all can find us. Subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Okay, we talk just as much shit on Twitter as we do on this damn show. All right,
Absolutely.
and we speak real. That's just who we are. All right,
Right.
Jones. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Enjoy the in-season tournament. We're gonna talk some. We got more to talk about. We're gonna get that 25 for y'all, and then we're gonna talk about this in-season tournament, and it's gonna be some good stuff, y'all.
And we out.
Hey.